What's up guys, hope you're doing well. Today we'll have a look into the Zano price chart because we just had a breakout which is giving us a new price target that is also connected to a time window in which we can achieve this price target. But of course we also have some difficulties, some resistance levels that we need to break. So let's have a look right here what we have. As we never have taken a look into Zano, you can see the chart is completely empty. That's why we first have a look right here into some basics. So first of all, we can see that we have an upward trend right here, but also what we have is that if we connect these highs right here, then we can also see that we also do have a rising wedge, which is in general a bearish pattern, but also we just had a breakout right here above this high. So let's connect the dots right here. What we had and what is giving us our price target is that we had the breakout level right here above this high. So what we are doing is we are connecting this high, the low, and the day of the breakout, and then we are projecting that on top of the breakout level. This is right here. Yeah, there we go. So that means that we have a price target of 1887 until the 29th of October. You know that I always say that when we have a strong bullish trend, we can see it, that we are hitting the price target often in the first half of the rectangle. In this case, this would be the 22nd of September. But as I said, we also have the rising wedge right here. We also have another resistance right about here, which we got rejected already 3 to 4 times, and this is basically, no, that was the wrong one. This is basically the resistance from right here. That means we have a lot of resistance to the upside. First of all, this one right here, the second one is here, the trend line, and then also in the higher areas we basically have a whole zone. You can see this right here. We have touched this zone multiple times and got rejected. So you can see right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. So we made a lot of attempts to get in this zone, but we always got rejected, and there we also formed our all-time high. That means we not just have resistance right in front of us with this one right here and also the trend line, but also if we are coming close to the price target, we have a lot of resistance with the recent all-time high. But first of all, it is very important that we have a clean bullish confirmation that we are breaking out of this rising wedge right here, because at the moment the price target is active, but also at the moment it looks like we are getting rejected right here, and that is why we need to see some follow through, because what we normally see in these rising wedges is the following, that we are bouncing around in this area and then all of a sudden we are breaking to the downside. So this normally is a bearish pattern, as I said in the beginning. Therefore, what we want to see is that we are having a break of this rising wedge and breaking higher, in the best case with a confirmation, and then we are potentially good to go to reach the old all-time high and also higher levels. But that is why currently I am very focused on the resistance that we have right here. Also, I want to give you the invalidation point of this price target right here, and the invalidation point is about right here, because that is the 50% level of this move where we just made the breakout. And just from the balance of probabilities, if we have a daily candle close below the 50% mark, it is very unlikely that we are reaching this price target. That doesn't mean that we are never reaching this price target. That just means that in the time window that we have, it is unlikely that we are going to hit this. Therefore, as I said, what we want to see is some bullish confirmation, some bullish action. The first sign would be that we are staying above the breakout level. This one right here, 1292, 93. That would be good. We already made a retest today, but we want to see daily candle closes above this level. And in the best case, you know, we want to see a break of this resistance level and also the trend line right here, and then making the break of the rising wedge. And then very likely we are good to go to reach the price target. Depending on when we are breaking these resistance zones right here, then potentially also in the first half of the rectangle. But currently, as it looks like, I would give it a 60% chance that we are hitting the price target in the second half of the rectangle, and just a 40% chance that we are hitting this in the first half of the rectangle, as it is right now, and also as long as we are staying above the breakout level. In case we have any changes, you know that I will upload a new video, so make sure to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss this. Also, if you have any questions or any other cryptos you want me to have a look at, feel free to post them down in the comments. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.